It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And we've got the Panthers' superstar tight end. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Panthers and the Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that whole good step and get to the Super Bowl this year.
You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done. And I think these two teams today both find themselves at the end of the year
The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 20. Crucial field position to start this drive. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts. Oh, no, right at the start, and loses the football. The Panthers have it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. He continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. You can't beat a running quarterback. A gain of 16 and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a play.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. Like, they identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He's going to keep it himself. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary. But then he makes a break for the goal line.
A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete right side. And that will give them some space, moving it all the way past the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And that'll be a pickup of 3. With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They face second down and 7. Man in motion is Smith. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. This looks like a design run. They take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers first down.
On the zone read, it's a give to Brooks. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go once more with Brooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with a big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
First and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the Panthers.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Yeah. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A run with Barkley. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Once again, it's Barkley. And good hard running will get him down. Close to a first down. Might be a yard short.
Brings up third down.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's third down and a few inches. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat. Not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's second and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. The motion man is Sanders. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at And a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. He's across midfield. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of first down. A pickup of 9. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He runs with it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion is Smith. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Motion the slot man left. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Carolina. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
The extra point is good. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And take a look at the early projections for the MVP award. Most people say his numbers now are good enough to at least be on the short list to take home the hardware. If you look at the stats, it's hard to disagree. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be taken down. The game is 6, and it's you set down. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Snap. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jamal Clark, there to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
39-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
To throw is Hurts. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Man in motion is Brown. On third down, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back out. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw yet again. Take it in, right side by Leggett. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Goes Mag at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. Panthers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second down throw for Hurts. first down throw for Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the air again. Hurts. It's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Again, Hurts. To the sideline and pulled in by Smith. They had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay
Previous play is under review.
indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he's in. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Like Weistat was saying, that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Eagles are back within 4. It's 21-17. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Olsen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Sanders. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jerron Brown, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Devon Achane, a touchdown run in the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Denver Broncos. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinator. Trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 96 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speechless by that coach because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit returning it for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Play action. Here's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. This one is caught by Dodson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
Here's 1st and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 2nd and a yard. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get past the marker. He's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Got his man. That's Graham. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good for another Eagles.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
And in motion is Brown. On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The Eagles
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
conversion.
That's pulled in, and they're able to take on the 2-point conversion.
I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. Unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. The They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Another try with Brooks. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Panthers.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Oh! And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Eagles 25.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, Barkley to start the drive. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They get this one complete to Brown. Remember, he had a touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Well, it seems this game is is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Slides at the point, up and good. And the Eagles are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Brooks. And a good, hard run. He will not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Go to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And it has been a rough night at the office. We go through the highlights. They are really lowlights. Relentless pressure. Receivers unable to get open. They cannot connect in the passing game. It has been a night to forget for the quarterback. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. Little setup, 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He'll run again. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a run, pick up the 1st down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Big play coming up. This is third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's out to the ground, right side, complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the fourth. This one has plenty of legs. And it is good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This game level following the made field goal. They need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Panthers.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense to bring him down for no gain. On second down, it's Brooks. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 12.
Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side, and incomplete. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hurts will fire this one out to Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Hurts. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Here's Barkley, and he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Back at his 48-yard line.
On second down, Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hurts will work here from the... This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drop so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Complete to number 5. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
The motion man is Sanders. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Panther first
Throwing now on 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Oakland. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
to number 88. A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. There's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. As they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Great, set.
They'll drop to throw. A pass. By Saquon. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That'll be taken in by Barker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. He'll go right and find his running back. Oh, yeah. Now, 2nd and 4. Hurts will try it again. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that for that defense to be able to cover that amount of time? And that's That's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Here's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters, good not to determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Smith to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. The motion man is Sanders. Down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. On fourth down comes the punter. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. Back deep for the Eagles, the dangerous Devontae Smith. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
18. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Dotson, the man in motion.
10 at the 43-yard line.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried to shot our first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Gain of 16 yards. And an Eagles.
Hurts again. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1. At the Panthers.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Able to get about 3 that time on third and inches.
Eagles first down.
Dotson, the man in motion.
At the 28-yard line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Smith. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
A second down throw for Hurts. The middle, and he's got Brown. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Second
He's
down
tackled at the
and 3.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's into the end zone.